Okay, this is our 2021 vintage Ciel du Cheval Vineyard Merlot. It is 100% Merlot. Most of this wine is pretty special. It's a little piece of Red Mountain history. A lot of it comes from the 1975 and 1976 planting at Ciel du Cheval. So, back in the day, the two founders of Red Mountain were the Holmes family, who planted Ciel du Cheval, and the Williams family that planted Kiona Vineyard. So we used to make an old vines Merlot. We don't make that anymore, but as far as our wines go, this is probably the most old vines individual wine that we make. It's a pretty special wine for us. This entirely gets fermented in oak in roller barrels in our upright 500-liter barrels. So I need to cheat off my notes over here. This blend is 15 barrels, and because of the size of those fermentations, this is 15 individual fermentations that make up this wine. So during the middle of harvest, it'd be a lot easier to just put a wine like this all in one big stainless steel tank and make it a lot easier on ourselves. But those really small, fermentations that we're individually testing and mixing up and tasting is just kind of a labor of love and really adds to the complexity and the elegance of this wine. This gets aged mostly in new French oak, but the oak that we use for Ciel du Cheval is pretty light-handed. It doesn't, add a ton of oak aroma or oak flavor. We're mostly wanting to add structure to this wine to kind of not overpower the fruit that is in this Merlot. All of these Ciel du Cheval wines, some of the other Red Mountain wines we make, like our Red Mountain Merlot, in the glass is all fruit, really intense, bright red fruit flavors. This still has some amazing fruit to it, but it's really complex, and you get all sorts of tertiary, minerality, earthiness, baking spices that you just can't really get with the younger vineyards, and it just makes this such a special wine. Really lovely, upfront fruit on the palate. It's, really full and complex, but it's not overpowering, and it's kind of subtle, but the flavors are there and they really linger. And it's just a really elegant, pretty wine. And, like I said, a piece of Red Mountain history, and we're really lucky to be able to make fruit from these blocks. Cheers.